Human-centered innovation is essentially an act of love. Love sounds like a big word, but it's really like this. Think about the love that you have for people around you, for your parents, for your friends, for eventually your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Is something that drives you to do something magic for them, to really surprise them, to understand their needs, their wants, their dreams, and their desires, and find solutions for that. Human-centered innovators are all about this. Caring for people, loving people, and creating products, experiences, brands that are really about creating some form of value for the people they care about. They see technology and business not as final goals, but as enablers to arrive to that kind of solution. At Samsung we say that we don't innovate because we can. We could innovate in all kinds of ways, leveraging the incredible technologies we have in our organization. But we innovate because we care. There is a profound difference between, doing just something because you can and doing something instead because you care. And today, this is, something very important for our society, creating products that are meaningful for people, for the world out there. Is beautiful and from an ethical standpoint is unspeakable in the world of today. But it's also an amazing competitive advantage that you can build for your company. A big company, a small company, or the startup that eventually in the future you will all create to create a better world. Design thinking is an incredible driver of innovation, of any kind of innovation, but especially for programs like Solve for Tomorrow, focus on STEM. It's important because innovation just based on science and technology without keeping in consideration the human element is totally meaningless and therefore even worthless for any kind of organization, big or small. Innovation should be always focused on understanding profoundly the needs and the wants of people. Design thinking is all about this. It's about connecting people, technology, and business, the three lenses of design thinking. Understanding what is desirable for people, what is feasible from a technological standpoint, and what is viable from a business standpoint. So connecting the three dimensions is key. And even when innovation starts from a technological breakthrough, from a new patent as an example, even in the case, what is important to do is to profoundly understand the link with human needs, wants, and desires. And therefore, innovation in technology, innovation science-driven, should be driven by innovators that don't stay all day on a bench or in a lab just thinking about technology, but innovators that are able to combine that understanding, that profound, deep understanding with society, with people, with humans, with trends, with what's going on out there. So I encourage you, students and innovators of tomorrow, to spend a lot of time in front of those technologies, but also spend a lot of time in society, with people, mingling with them, understanding them, caring for them, and combining the two dimensions to create meaningful innovation, technology-driven. There is a great misunderstanding about the role of AI today in the world of innovation. A lot of people think that AI eventually will take over and we won't need design thinkers and innovators anymore. And this is so wrong. AI is just a tool like many other tools that we've been using in innovation over the years. Think about the real approach to innovation. Innovation when everything started, when the first act of innovation was done by people in the world. It was all about understanding people, observing them, really figuring out their needs, their wants, their dreams, and then creating a solution. Creating first a prototype, sharing the prototype with these people, getting some feedback, validating some ideas, challenging some hypotheses, and then evolving the prototype until you have the final product, the perfect product for the people you are serving. At the beginning, it was a one-on-one relation. You were creating something for a person that was in front of you. Then over time, we invented the idea of companies and brands. And so few people were solving problems of thousands, of millions, of billions of people, like in the case of Samsung today. And this added so much more complexity. Today, AI is giving us an incredible opportunity. The one of having a better idea, a better understanding of the needs and wants of these billions of people out there. It's giving us focus and precisions of data that we never had before. It's also giving us the possibility to accelerate prototyping, to accelerate the development of hypotheses and the validation of those hypotheses. So essentially, it's giving us a superpower, the ability to better understand people and to create better solutions with high efficiency, with high speed, with high quality. But you still need the humans behind all of this. You need their intuition, their interpretation, their empathy, their emotion. You need even their ability to make mistakes. How many incredible innovations that we have out there in the world today were born by a human mistake, by that thing that you didn't expect in research. It was not forecasted, it was not designed on purpose, that surprised even the innovator and end up surprising the entire world. So the human factor is essential in the age of AI. AI is a tool, the humans are the drivers, the thinkers, the dreamers, the people that give purpose to all this technology.